So the truth. What is the truth? I think a good gauge is how your life is going. And in my late 30s, I found myself just devastated. Like the person that I lost everything for. I gave and I gave and I gave and I gave because I was told if your life would be just fine if you hand your life over to a man. And God damn if he didn't take advantage of all of that. I kept saying here, 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 and things kept leaving and I was just like, okay, but how much more do I have to lose for you? And it was never enough. So, the training, the entitlement and the privilege of just having an eggplant they feel is enough. And it's not. Anyway, I was talking about Rudy Giuliani yesterday, and the man is begging on the streets. And, at one time he had everything. And that loyalty, how much is it going to cost you? I gave all my loyalty to work. My kids grew up without a mother, basically, because I was trained that work was more important than anything. Work came before your family because it was for your family. And then if I didn't work, I was going to be out on the streets. I'm lazy, all the bad things. And so this belief system that I grew up in eventually, serve your man and work yourself to death. The stress of a selfish, egotistical, entitled man and then toxic work environment. Is it any wonder why my life was falling apart? And so I had to learn to tell myself the truth instead of the fairy tale. And that was, I didn't know what I was doing. I was extremely unhappy. And I could not believe that that was my life. I was like, but after everything I've done, and I had to admit I was doing it wrong. And ever since then, the things, the relationship and the lifestyle I've lived has only benefited me. And I'm still learning lessons. Old habits die hard. So, it's the what do I deserve? And when you feel undeserving, that's what you're going to attract. So now, again, what I want for myself, I want for you. And I think it's important, the misunderstanding a lot of men have with me is that I'm pointing out their toxic behavior. Now, don't get me wrong. There is a small percentage of them that have no business being with a woman ever again. But I think a lot of them have potential, but they would have to come to the table ready to be vulnerable. And I feel like that's where we're at right now, is the resistance to becoming vulnerable to getting what they want. Acceptance, validation, compassion, empathy. But they resist. And they come on this app just pissed off, very emotional. And again, Rudy Giuliani, that loyalty to toxic masculinity and the things he has done for another man. And that other man just is like, I don't know you. So, telling the truth. What changed my life was I started telling the truth. And ever since then, things have been going in the direction of getting better. Don't think there's no setbacks. There's some setbacks in my life that just, what the did I do to deserve this? And I can't marinate in that for too long. It's problem solving, and because it's going to come up again, and to make a different choice, use discernment. And so navigating moving forward means taking chances and also realizing when it doesn't work out the way that I want it to, that I'm going to be okay. You're deserving of a good life. It's figuring out those things that are pulling you away. What are the distractions from you looking forward?